heart and a brain, and she is ready to put them to work, sacrifice to serve us. Arizona, it is time for Governor Kari Lake.
Hello, Arizona. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how good that makes me feel. I know we've all been working hard. 522 days, I swear I'm not counting on the campaign trail. 522 days across this gorgeous state, meeting with the most amazing people that I could ever dream of working for. And I'll tell you one thing, there is something going on in Arizona, and it's something good. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling what's happening here? There's a reason these guys are covering us. There's a reason the international media has shown up, because what we do here is going to save Arizona and save this country, and the whole world is watching us right now. The whole world is watching. I'll tell you why I got into this. You know, many of you watched me on TV for many years, almost 3 decades, and I appreciate that. Thank you for inviting me into your homes. But I walked away from it because I realized during COVID that there is a bunch of propaganda being pushed by the government, a bunch of lies, and not many strong people in the media to stand up and walk away, but I did, and you guys recruited me to run for office. Now, I don't know if I should love you or hate you for that. You recruited me to get into the corrupt world of politics because we need to root the corruption out, right? Yes. And just like many of you, I'm a mama bear. How many mama bears in this crowd? We realize that what's at stake is our children and their future. I see a precious baby girl over here, a little one down here. We're worried about their future, and we realize we got to get in the game. And I know probably half of you, if I asked you this, would you have found yourself out in a political event 4 years ago doing this? How many of you would have? But how many of you are doing it now because you're so worried about your children's future? That's right. That's why we're in the game. That's what scares them. That's why they're calling us dangerous, because they know there is a red wave coming and there's nothing they can do about it. Not a darn thing. Fake news can't do a darn thing about it. I'm telling you, what is, when you know you're over the target, when you have Liz Cheney come after you, and then that same week you've got Barack Obama coming after you. I'm living rent-free in that guy's brain. It's great. And none of that scares me. I'm truly fearless. But I will say I got a little tinge of fear when Hillary Clinton started bad-mouthing me. I mean, that's the kind, you start sleeping with one eye open when Hillary Clinton starts talking. And I want, for the record, I want you all to know I'm in perfect health, my brakes on my car work, and I'm not suicidal. So just remember that if anything happens. All kidding aside, although I'm not really kidding, I want to tell you what I want to do for Arizona, and I think after 522 days, you know, we are going to secure that border starting on day 1 in January 23. We're going to take back the material down on the border that we paid for, and we're going to finish President Trump's wall. Who's for that? We are going to start teaching our kids common sense and not grooming them in schools anymore. My opponent voted against border security every chance she got. She voted for tax increases 13 times. But you know what else she did? She co-sponsored legislation to start teaching sex education in kindergarten for our 5-year-olds. It's disgusting, and that will never happen on my watch. We will never sign any legislation like that. As a matter of fact, we're gonna sign legislation to get these groomers out of the classroom. We're going to make sure that we're teaching our kids something that they need, life skills and job skills in high school. Get out of high school ready to take the jobs that are out there. And we're going to fully fund our police and make sure they're fully staffed so when we call 911, someone can show up. Look, I know you guys are hot. I know you've been out here. I see some dads holding kids, and I know how sore your arm probably is right now. Everything is on the line Tuesday. I cannot say that enough. What happens in Arizona is either going to save this country or we're going to go into ruins. We have to get out and vote like our lives depend on it. Get up early, bring some food, bring some water, bring a like-minded friend, and don't get out of line until you cast your vote. Who's ready to do that? We got to vote for Blake Masters for U.S. Senate. We got to vote for a former cop, not his opponent who was a cartel lawyer rather. He's running against a cartel lawyer. We got to get Mark Fincham in there. So important. We need Kelly Cooper, a businessman who actually knows something. We got to have Roxana, and I need Abe really bad. We're going to be Batman and Robin. I'm not kidding. I got to have him if we want a secure border. You've got to go in there. You've got to mark Republican, write down that ticket.